Hey loves, it's Kim from Clarity with Kim. If I look and sound like I just woke up, that's because I did. I just had so many dreams. I recalled three of them. It was like, it was intense. So this is about to be a low-key sleep meditation update, but I'm gonna tell you about this one of the dreams, which featured Diddy. If you don't know, I've been practicing sleep meditation now for a little over a year, and it has transformed my entire life. Like, transformed it. Took it to the next level. Took me to the next level. Like, sleep meditation, yo. I will talk to you a little bit about that in a bit, and also link to a Facebook page because I was doing Facebook updates before I started making YouTube videos. About I think I manifested like $1,200 or something in my sleep. Some kind of I will link it. I will link it, so you can take a look at that and get a sense of what my experience has been like with sleep meditation and just a journey. But okay, now let's get to this dream. Oh my God, I have my journal here because what I do, a part of the sleep meditation is I will write down whatever I recall, whatever I saw on my dream or dreams, whatever I can recall. This was the most I've had in one night. I think like in a long time, but possibly even ever. Like, oh my God, it was crazy. The other thing I want to say is that this is day one of a water cleanse that I'm doing. Like, literally, like I start today, and that's gonna be a Reiki water cleanse. I talked about cord cutting and releasing in a previous video, or it's on my Facebook page. I literally just started this YouTubing practice, if you will, like a week or two ago. So a lot of stuff is on my Facebook page, which I will link. I have videos on there that aren't on YouTube. Um, anyways, I talked about cord cutting and releasing, and I'm doing that, but this time I'm doing it with a fast. And yo. Okay, so to Diddy, right? I'm actually looking at my notes. Oh God, I just started writing. So I'm gonna read what I wrote and then maybe interject with thoughts if I have any. So this was me and one of my friends from SA, South Africa. I'm not gonna say who it is, but I think I'm gonna send her this video and let her know that she was in my dream last night. So we were up for a very prestigious opportunity. And in this dream, we were like 23, 25. And it was really interesting because all of the candidates were young girls, young women, I should say. Um, I'm, some people think I'm way younger than what I am. I'm actually 33. So it's been a minute since I was in my 20s, especially 23, 25. Yeah, I ain't been that age in a little while. So anyways, um we were like applicants and kind of competing for a very prestigious opportunity at a large company. And the vibe is kind of like the city or place that we were living in, there weren't many opportunities. And it's like if you were going to work, then this was the place to do it at. And this place was low key shady. Like people knew, but when you got bills to pay, and if you have a good mind, like all of the women I can say, like I can vibe, all of us were like at the top of our class, super intelligent. Like we were a force to be reckoned with. But there were at least, like there were a couple hundred girls, at least two, 300. And I'm using the term girls. These are grown ass women, but young women applying for this opportunity. And it feels like maybe there was only a handful of opportunities out of like 300. I'm talking literally like two or three. It wasn't that much. Um, so yeah, that was kind of like the scene. I'm setting the scene, right? There was this long queue. We were just queuing and queuing through most of the dream. And anyways, um Diddy was like the biggest big shot. And shout out to Diddy. No disrespect. It's all love, but you were the person that like that personified the energy in this dream in a way, and I'll get into that. I don't mean it like that, but this was a dream. So, anyways, um, we queued in the venue, or yeah, we queued up like into the venue. I specifically wrote into the venue because it was a moving queue, right? And every last applicant was a woman, which I just told you about. It was night. And it's important to understand like the energy shifts in my dreams when it's night versus day. This was a night dream. And even when we made it into the we queued through the lab area and kind of could see like the offices. They were kind of giving us a tour as we were making our way to this big hall, if you will. It kind of reminded me of like a wedding reception hall. It was dark and, or kind of like a school dance type of situation, type of hall. It was dark, but there was light, but it was like mood lighting, if you will. This wasn't a bright dream. This was more of a night dream. Um, anyway, Diddy was talking, and so were some of his other like cronies or whatever. But we knew that Diddy was running this show, like he was the man. And anyways, a lot of stuff was said. I don't remember all that stuff, but one thing I do remember is he was talking to my friend, and had low key said something to her to the effect of, "If you do this, your unborn child will be protected." And I had a little fieriness about me, and I was there because I had to be. I didn't have a choice or any better choices like a lot of the other women, but I was like, oh God, like I am not feeling him. He's not. I'm not feeling this. And I was like, did he low key threaten you? Because that was the vibe. He didn't say it like that, but it was basically to the effect of, if you don't do this, your child will be affected. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, who does this? And I had kind of commented to her, like, I mocked what he said or whatever, like, oh, if you do this, we'll take care of your children. That's kind of what he said, but the vibe of it was like, if you don't do this, we gonna fuck up your whole line type of thing. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I pulled her off to the side. I was like, are you okay? Because that's kind of scary when you're trying to get an opportunity from somebody who's in power, and they're like sending you these types of vibes. It's like, nah, nah, we not okay with this. And she just, strong black women. All the women in this dream, for the most part, were also of color. Lots of black and brown women. I don't think there were any women in this dream who were white. And that's another point to make. All this stuff has meaning and symbolism, all of it. So, anyways, she was like, girl, it is what it is, and we can't really trip. You know how black women, we just kind of push forward through shit because I don't want to put that energy out there like that, and I don't want to say it like that. This is a wellness vlog, and I'm an energy person, but I'm going to just go on and say it. The sentiment and collective consciousness is, at least, that there's always some shit. And I'm not going to sit up here and disagree with it. I'm not going to sit up here and disagree with the sentiment. But I am just saying that was a vibe. It's always some shit anyway. So we just take that shit and put it to the side with the other shit. And get your ass back in this queue, for you lose your place. So that's what we did. We made our way up to the meeting room, and it was interesting. Like, I should say not the meeting room, but this hall. It's like a massive hall. And the girls kind of sat in circles within their little groups of friends or people that they knew or whatever, felt comfortable with. And it seems like we had gotten these worksheets or these papers, and there were like boxes on the paper, like four quadrants, if you will. And I never got to like what it was for, whatever, but we had all gotten one. I think one of my friends forgot one, so one of the girls had brought her one. The whole vibe was just real friendly amongst the women. We were like, it was cool, there was a sense of excitement. Our heart chakras were fluttering and a little open because, out of maybe 1,000 women, we were the 300 that had made it through to that part of the process, right? It was just like, that feeling of maybe you did something very challenging and then you have hope. The hope was building. Anyways, the dream shifted a little bit. Some stuff happened, and Diddy called me out of my circle of friends or, colleagues that I was with. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'll be back, girl. He had pulled me off to the side to kind of talk to me a little bit. And I think he was sizing me up. He had heard about me through the process or whatever, and he had his eye on me. It seemed like he knew that I was different somehow. I felt like I was the most openly salty towards him in my vibe. I was like, I don't like your ass, but I'm gonna tolerate your ass. Like, and he knew that, but for whatever reason, he wanted me specifically to work with him on this project. Like, he was like really eyeing me and low key gunning for me. Um, and anyways, I was like, oh God, like it is what it is. At least I have a chance. Maybe I have a favor, right? I have favor. Anyways, he wanted to show me some more details of this project and blah, 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 blah. He was just trying to, finesse it and kind of, oh, this is this. And I wanted to show you this and kind of let you know that, I have my eye on you and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Da 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 da. The next thing I know, I hear screaming. Ah! Like a lot of the girls just started screaming, and you could feel and hear like blood splatter. And I never saw. I just turned around and I started to move towards the scene. I never saw the scene, but like my friend had gotten killed like suddenly. It was like a violent kind of like her throat got shit slash like something that came and just and I was like, oh my God. And I was trying to run back to her, and the wall, like one of the men who was working with Diddy and working for him, working for the lab, there was like a projector. He yanked it down, and this like blood and like guts and stuff started oozing out the walls. And it was like some sort of energy type shit that was happening. And I was like, this is not good. This is not good. There was a word. Oh God, I hope I can find it or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Sinister. The word is sinister. You could just feel this sinister energy in the room. And that was it. I woke up to the sound of my neighbors. They were like running water or something. I don't know what was happening like in the wall, but that kind of lulled me out of my sleep naturally. That was the last dream out of a sequence of dreams that I had. So, anyways, let's talk about the analysis, because what happens, right? After I have dreams, I go into analysis, and this is kind of the intuitive kind of psychic part. I know what's happening sometimes, not always, but I would say, give myself credit about 90% of the time. I analyze my own dreams to know what the fuck is going on. Because that dream, like if you just heard it, you'd be like, that was interesting. Like, Diddy was in a dream trying to get you to, work for the company or whatever. But anyways, let me just explain this dream a little bit. I wrote like maybe, I'm looking at how many pages. This is like 2 pages. Actually not that much for me, but I wrote like 2 pages. Okay, so here it goes. So in my dream, sometimes what happens is I'll dream from the perspective of the chakras. So we have the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, third eye, etc., etc. If you don't know about the chakras, let me know. Comment below. If you want me to do a video about the chakras, I can do one. But it's about the chakras, which are the energy centers, the spiritual or energetic energy centers of our energy body. They're like the main ones. We have hundreds and probably thousands of chakras all over our bodies, like micro chakras. But I'm talking about the epicenters, like the main 7 ones that most people who know about chakras know about. Anyways, so this was a root chakra dream, which is related to security. Basically shit, security. Are you okay? Do you have food? If I think about like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like this is at the base. Like, yo, you got food, you got shelter, you all right? You can pay your bills. This is root chakra. Survival mode is very much in the root chakra. Like when you struggling and all that stuff, and you really working through your root chakra and trying to get it stronger so that you won't be in survival mode. A strong root chakra means that you're not in survival mode. That's one of the symptoms. Like you're okay, you're making it. When you have a strong one, you're solid. You don't have to stress as much, etc. Right? But if it ain't strong or something's going on, you probably are struggling. And I'm coming out of that. So it's really interesting. Anyways, so fear, doubt, uncertainty. And this is in relation to all the dreams that I captured. I just told you about the Diddy dream, but these feelings, like I told you, it's just like, we were women trying to get this opportunity, you know what I'm saying, and trying to make our lives better for our family was definitely that vibe, but they had some type of evil spirit or something in the room that was unleashed. And like, what the fuck do you do with that? How can you come up from some shit like that? You know what I mean? If you think about that energetically and then you translate that to the 3D world, like you going for the job and then you get the boss from hell. It was like that type of situation. It's like, yeah, I got the money, but this motherfucker over here, what do you do with that? It was like that, right? So, oh, I'm cursing. If you don't like cursing, cover your ears. I'll try to work on that, but I'm sorry. I just believe in authenticity. And anyways, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me. I will try to work on it though, because this is YouTube and it is professional, but yeah, I'm gonna be me. Anyways, so it's like you're functional, but they're nonetheless, right? And that's what I wrote down. Like this energy is here nonetheless. You're making it to work every day, but you still have this shit around everything that you're doing that just isn't, it's just not right. And I'll give you a real life example. I had a job. Actually, that's funny because this friend, I'm a professional teacher. I teach English online primarily, but sometimes in traditional classrooms. Anyways, she had hooked me up and got me an interview with a what seemed like a good school. Um, and the opportunity was great. I live overseas. They were offering visas, etc. It just didn't work out. I'm not gonna go into details. It didn't work out. But it was like kind of like me hoping like, oh, this is great, and I got this opportunity. But it was just like I can't. This is just not gonna work out, and I had to leave. I decided to leave that job, and it was funny because myself and two other women decided that we were all leaving at the same time after like a month or two. It wasn't long, but I was just like, this is not the manifestation came in, but it wasn't right. So that type of thing, right? And I use this analogy and I have wrote this down. Shit covered roses. They're roses and they're beautiful, but there's like shit and flies all around them. That has been a part of what I have manifested. So it made me realize like this stuff is coming from my root chakra. And if you think about like what I told you about stability and security, yeah, I'm bringing in the money, but it's coming with all this stuff. And it's like, this is not okay. How can you be stable? And I'm getting out of debt. So how can you do that when you have this destabilizing energy around what you're doing? So that was the dream. And that was the symbolism. And really, what that dream symbolized for me is I was processing and integrating all this into my subconscious. And I released this last night. That's in relation to this fast, right? Because I'm starting this fast officially today. But I had started kind of some of the fast protocol for the dream, for sleep meditation, because the sleep meditation is a part of the fast. I'm going to do a separate video about the fast because this video will be even longer if I did that. But real quick, and I will link the video when it's done. But real quick, my sleep meditation, what I started out doing with that was just, number one, aligning my sleep. So what does that mean? You enhance it, I should say. Enhance it. You could take nutmeg, make nutmeg tea to improve your sleep. CBD. I'm a CBD person. There are different things that you can do, but you don't want to just go to sleep regular. You want to sleep well. You enhance your sleep. Okay. That's a part of it. And I practice EFT. You can, a real simple one is to just tap on your heart. This is tapping on your chakras to get those affirmations into your body. So right now, actually, the one that I'm doing for this whole release is I only retain what's in alignment with my highest good. I also work with my angels through my chakras, and I'll be like, for example, the two angels that I work with the most and have been working with the longest are Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. Raphael is actually my guardian angel. So I'll do something like, I'm grateful for God has healed. That's Raphael. He has healed me. I'm grateful for his blessing. For Archangel Michael, who is like God, I'm grateful for his blessing. And I'll be more specific too. I'll do a gratitude, but then I'll be like, if I'm working on something specific, like Michael has been helping me with time management. So it's God, one who is like God is orchestrating my night and facilitating my day so that I accomplish my daily intentions. Because I was having issues with that. Like I was trying and trying, but it just like I wasn't having enough time in my day. And now like I don't really have that issue anymore, but I keep going until I feel like I don't need to anymore. So you do that, and then use sleep meditation music. I will link the very first sleep meditation music that I used earlier during this process, because it's still valid and it still works. But I have moved on to I invested in a system called I think it's Manifesting Magic. I will link that below, and it is amazing. Like it really does. The sleep hypnosis really does lull you into sleep, because this is an audio track. I usually listen to instrumental, but this one there's a hypnotist like speaking over it. But the way he does it is different from other ones that I've heard. I usually don't like them, but this one is good because his pacing. This person is a sound engineer. I can tell because the way he speaks hits your energy body. He knows how to lull you. Some of the other ones, when I listen to them, their talking is like annoying. His is not. Like I'm able to just go to sleep. With other ones, I can't turn off the way I like fully. Like I know they're talking. With him, it's just kind of like you just and you go to sleep. And it has been really good. And I've been doing a root chakra sound meditation in the morning from that same system. So it's interesting because this was a root chakra dream, and this was my first root chakra dream. And anyways, it's connected. I'm so happy that energy has been released and integrated, because that means I'm going to get better results. I told you I manifested like $1,200 last year in my sleep. My income has doubled in the last 2 months. I expect for it to be 3 times as much from what it was before in the next month and a half, to be honest with you. By 6 months, I will be where I need to be, where I see myself to needing to be, to start to get into position to do bigger things, take care of this debt, and I'm also going for a master's degree. So those are the two large things that are on the horizon, and take care of myself. I'm a formerly homeless person, so like this whole root chakra stuff right here has been a real thing for me. So anyways, I'm going to end the video here. If you have questions, please comment below. Like this video, share it. I will link my Facebook page and subscribe. There's like something flying. Thank you anyways. I love you, and see you soon.